Hey, my name is Lauren, and this is my journey to becoming a living kidney donor. I was always aware as an adult that donation was possible and an option, and would always come across church marquees or the back of somebody's car as far as communicating the need, kind of almost advertising for the need for a kidney or different organ, and always was in the back of my mind until seeing a recent Facebook post of a friend explaining that there was a local man who needed a kidney. I reached out to his wife through Facebook and realized that we have 30 plus mutual Facebook friends, and yet I do not know this family. His name is Patrick. He is a dad to 4 littles, so a 6-year-old, 2 twin 4-year-olds, and a 2-year-old. So they are very busy, and I find out he does dialysis at home 3 times a day. So at lunchtime for about half an hour, at dinner time for about half an hour, and then there is a 10-hour hookup where he is hooked up overnight. So when he is sleeping and part of the evening when his family is together. What stuck out this time, and not just a fleeting thought, was that he was a dad with 4 little ones, and he's not able to do all the things that God has called him to do as a dad, where our kids are blessed with a dad who can do all the things physically, and just be able to go out and have adventures and just spend quality time with his children. He's not able to at the moment. Baby. I reached out to his coordinator that was assigned to him by our large hospital here in our state, and she sent me to our local LabCorp, and I had an initial blood sample that was sent off via mail, and there were different screenings and testing. So it was actually a few different days that I have participated in, like a 24-hour urine sample collection, and which was really funny because I had to do one of the days over a 4th of July cookout, so I had to bring everything with us, and all sorts of different blood work, a 24-hour blood pressure monitor. I had to go up to the hospital just for 2 different days and had a CT scan, x-rays. So if there was anything wrong with me medically, they would have found it, because I feel like they did everything almost head to toe. And as a woman patient, I also needed to make sure I had an up-to-date mammogram and pap smear. Up to this point, I had not met Patrick, the recipient, and his wife. Once we got the green light and approval, I was given the opportunity by the coordinator to reach out to Patrick and his family and let them know that I was approved. We made plans to go to their home for dinner and met their children, and our kids really gelled with their kids, and they were able to play, and we just had a great time as families. This process for me has taken about 5 months. Some people can do the testing and screening in maybe 2 days at their hospital, where they would just spend the night locally and just cram all the testing into 2 days. But for scheduling, and even the scheduling of some of the physicians, I was not able to do that. So I had to, do some blood work here and testing at the hospital, come back a week or 2 later, and then finish the rest of the testing and CT scan and things. There is a neat program that the US has called the Paired Exchange matching program, and let's say I was not a match for my intended recipient Patrick, I could donate my kidney on his behalf, and the program would find a match for him. So it kind of creates a chain or circle. So therefore my kidney may not go directly to him, but it would help him because another kidney would go back to him.
Where are we going?
Going to Baptist Hospital.
We're going to Winston-Salem Baptist Hospital to do your pre-op. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
But going through traffic at the moment. Pit stop for breakfast. Cracker Barrel welcome minor party of 2. Your table's not available. What you gonna get?
Old timers breakfast.
Still ready?
Yes.
Anything you're worried about since meeting with the doctors?
No, not worried. I'm just really anxious about the surgery because I've never had surgery.
Okay. You won't remember it. You'll sleep good.
That's what I've heard. It's just a really, really great nap.
Yep. Driving home from pre-op, hardest part of the day was finding our car, right?
In the parking deck?
Yes. Yeah. Really confusing, but I found where the food court is. That's a bonus. All right, so pre-op is done, checked in, and next time we update will be the day of the surgery, maybe the day before.
Well, here we are. It is the night before the surgery, and we are staying at the SECU House. State Employees Credit Union sponsored.
A family house.
Family house, yep. So we're gonna check in here, and at 5:45 a.m. is when we have to check in. So how are you feeling?
Really nervous, but really cold right now. It's chilly.
It is chilly. All right, so we're gonna go inside, try to get a good night's sleep, and we'll see you in the morning for surgery.
That was nice.
Welcome gift. It's cool.
Oh, there's more cards. Oh, that's funny.
Nice.
That's cool. I don't know if it's
From the kids.
Oh. Oh,
It's cute.
that is cool. Like green ribbon
Yep.
is like the.
It's from Patrick's mom and dad.
Yeah.
It was very sweet.
Very.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's early.
Yeah, it is.
5:45, getting ready to check in.
Better.
Yep. She is patient checked in gray. MINL. Keely P is Patrick. L. So just dropped Lauren off, and really cool moment. As Lauren was going straight to surgery, I made a right to go back out to the waiting room, and Patrick was there. So it was really cool to see him and his wife. They saw Lauren. Lauren didn't see them, but it was a really cool moment of Lauren going off to surgery and Patrick coming in behind her. So I got to hug him, and so really cool moment. But she's in surgery. We'll keep you updated throughout the process, but also to be respectful of everybody here in the hospital too. There you go. There's your mama. Hey, we're all waiting. Everybody's anxiously waiting, and that's the hard part, is when you're waiting to see how things are going. But the hospital's done a good job updating the process, and everything's going good so far. So hopefully we're at the halfway point. Well, sitting in recovery, Lauren's out of surgery and everything went really good. So they are moving her into recovery right now. Her name just turned blue, which is kind of cool to see. So maybe another hour, 2, I'll be able to go and visit her.
I didn't realize how emotional it was until she came out with the pretty pearls. And we know
Spanish
Sosos
menu.
is there.
Pollo. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling?
A lot better than yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you look a lot better too.
thanks.
Sore?
Yeah, it hurts to laugh.
Okay, I won't make you laugh. But morning after.
Yep.
Alright, doing good.
Yeah, got to walk around a little bit. And breakfast is coming here soon.
The nausea wore off.
Yes. Thank goodness.
Rough day yesterday, trying to
Yeah.
walk around and got sick from the anesthesia.
Yeah,
But doing much better today.
for sure. We actually slept pretty good.
Till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, your doctor, Dr. J, not the basketball player, but said your kidney was beautiful.
She may have just been sweet, but she said it's the most beautiful she's seen in a long time.
No, she said it multiple times when she came out and told us about the surgery, said that it was one of the healthiest ones she's seen. So
Wow.
that's a good sign. So we're waiting on Patrick. I know they had a couple of complications last night, so we're waiting to hear back from them this morning
Yeah.
to make sure that it's functioning.
Yeah.
So
He's
pray-
awake, but he's still in the ICU and waiting for his doctors to come in about an hour.
Gotcha. So we'll update you on that. Maybe get up and walk around here in a little bit. You see me rolling, hating, rolling.
Let's see. Here.
It is Wednesday, roughly 3 o'clock, and we just finished visiting with Patrick and his family. And we are going home. Roughly 24 hours ago, you were just being checked in to recover.
24 hours. Yes. Yeah, I was in my recovery room 24 hours ago.
Well, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, better than I was even this morning, and way better than yesterday.
Sore.
Very sore. Just moving, like transitions from sitting to standing or standing to get back to sitting hurts, but not too bad considering.
Well, we are getting ready to go home. Our kids are excited to see their mommy, and I'm sure their dog, Pablo, our dog, he's going to be really excited. So we'll do a recap of everything. Patrick's doing good. His kidney is doing much better as far as functioning, and they haven't had any more blood clots. So that's really good news.
And he was gonna, when we were leaving, he was getting ready to get up and move around.
He looked a lot better too.
He did.
So we'll do a recap when we get home and get settled in. But let's go home. All right, we are in day 3 of post-surgery. How are you feeling?
Each day gets a little better. I'm still sore, and I can't run a marathon, but I can walk around the house.
Yep, and apparently crochet
Well, yeah, something I can do while I'm sitting down.
like an old lady. So Patrick's doing good. They transferred him out of ICU.
Yeah, he's back in a regular room, and he's up walking around.
And that's good.
Yeah.
Sounds like things are progressing, and we're going to continue to check in with them and keep updated as well. So day 3 for your recovery, and we'll do an update on day 7. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right.
We've been home now for almost 7 days, so a full week, and each day has gotten easier and easier. Although I think it was day 4 was a rough day. for me, just physically. Like I just didn't have energy and just felt really, really crummy. And I think the internal pain meds had worn off. So I was dealing with that, but really good today and yesterday. Okay. I have a follow-up scheduled on Thursday back at Baptist Hospital where they will just check everything out, make sure I'm on track and progressing in recovery and healing the way I need to be. Patrick is getting better each and every day, although he still is in the hospital. We learned through this process that sometimes it just takes a little while for the new kidney to wake up and fully heal, I guess, from the trauma of surgery and just the work of being a transplant. We have had so much help this week, and people just have come out of the woodworks to help, which has been very neat and very encouraging. My mother-in-law stayed all week, and she cooked and cleaned and did dishes after dishes. She even created a meal train for us, and lots of people have signed up for meals for this week and for next week. And so we haven't had to cook. Someone even dropped off a whole bunch of paper goods. Our pastor prayed for us over the phone on the way to the hospital the day before, and also showed up at the hospital the day I was recovering from surgery and just hung out and encouraged us and prayed with us. And also, since I've been home, all the digestive issues have been taken care of, and I am back to normal. Oh, cool.
Now you're official.
Now official.
Back at Baptist for the follow-up appointment post-surgery with your kidney donor shirt we got from Patrick's
Fundraising site.
bonfire. Yeah, cool.
Post-op checkup went really, really well. It was encouraging because the doctor mentioned just common ailments and issues that other folks have dealt with, and she helped put my mind at ease for sure. So I got to sign the wall of all the other living organ donors, so that was really neat. And also right now we're going to visit Patrick and his family. They are staying at the state employees family house, so we'll get to visit with him and his family for a little while.
Wrapping things up with the whole journey of Lauren going through the kidney donation selection and then donating the kidney. And we hope that through this that you've learned something through the process and seen the ups and downs and everything, but also encourage you to possibly get involved, get tested, if not for you, for somebody in your family. All right, so anything that you'd like to kind of close out?
God has showed me quite a few things during this recovery process, through the surgery and the recovery. One main thing is that he has shown me that I have a great servant hubby who did not want to leave my side at all in the hospital and who loves me unconditionally. And, you know, they talk about love being an action word, and that you showed that these last few weeks. So I appreciate you. And God has shown me that we have two very awesome children who could probably stay at home for a week and would not burn the house down, would not throw a party, you know, would be able to hold down the fort and the farm and kind of do that independently. Yet they are still kids and still want mommy and daddy around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah. I think through this process, I was probably apprehensive, like most spouses or family members would be, when you find out that your loved one wants to give up a perfectly good organ to a complete stranger. And I was reluctant through the process at the beginning, and just had to come to the conclusion that if she passed every test and was a perfect match, that who am I to stand in the way of her being able to bless somebody else, especially with you're giving them life, and there's not many times you can do it. The Bible talks about, laying down your life for someone, and that doesn't necessarily mean in death. Like, you're laying your life down by donating an organ, a kidney. And it took me a while to get through that process and to get my selfishness out of the way and to let her be a blessing to someone else. And, I talk all the time about serving others and sacrificing, and that's exactly what she's done in this process. 2 specific times, the doctor, Dr. J, and the social worker, the guy, what's his name? I can't remember.
Kim.
Yeah, they both made this statement that after COVID, you saw the worst in people, and when everybody is turning on each other and humanity looks like nobody's getting along, everybody is fighting each other. Both of them said the thing that keeps them going is people like her that give unconditionally, selfishly, and to perfectly good strangers. It's not a family member. And so just to hear that, you realize, number one, how proud I am of her for doing this, because there's not many people that would do it. I don't even know if I would do it. But also the hope that she's given not only Patrick and his family, like, they've been so grateful. They've been so thankful and appreciative, but also the hope she's given to other people. And that's really why we wanted to do this video, to kind of show you the ins and outs, and also to, discredit any, questions or doubts that you may have about the process, but also that there are good people in the world. And I'm lucky enough to be married to one. I've known it for almost 20 years, but to see it when it doesn't affect me at all, and to watch her go through all this pain just to give somebody else a chance at a healthy life has just been very eye-opening. And so I'm super proud of her, and maybe her positivity and willingness can encourage you guys to do that as well. So I'm super proud of you, if I haven't said it enough. So
God has also shown me that we have some really great friends, family, acquaintances, just community members that have really just stepped up and helped out in various ways by sending either like a food gift card, paper goods, food, and just calling and saying, hey, what do you need? And just folks that some of them we haven't even talked to in several years.
Yeah.
So that's been really neat to see that people do want to help. And there are a lot of great people out there.
And also, like, how many people have actually donated kidneys, and like people wouldn't even known have done it, have reached out and been encouraging. And our pastor at church, Pastor Keith, and he was a recipient from associate pastor Pastor Gray. And just when people have to go through that, the Millers, they've reached out. So people that have contacted you that have been through it, it's kind of encouraging too.
Yeah. It's not a topic of everyday conversation, but
No.
when you find out, it's like, ooh, like you're part of a new club.
You're in the club now.
Yeah.
You even have your little badge too. So we did meet with Patrick yesterday and got to spend about an hour or so with his family and him. We stopped by and saw his wife and kids, try to encourage them. And, things are moving forward. It's slowly for him, but a little bit quicker for Lauren. And that's part of the process. Everybody says trust the process until you're in the middle of it. And then you really do have to trust that God's got a plan, and he's going to take care of you. And he wants you to be a blessing to others, regardless of the circumstances.
I want to also encourage anyone out there who is is on the fence, is always thinking about, hey, that might be kind of cool to donate. Like, just go get tested. The worst they can say is, no, your blood pressure's too high, or no, you'll be kind of weeded out one way or the other. But just go get tested. If anything, it's free. And it is so thorough that if there's anything wrong or unhealthy about you, they will find it out. And But I also want to just encourage you to just really pray about it and, you know, kind of take the next step in just process and getting more information. If that's calling your local hospital, reaching out to like the National Kidney Foundation, I think can hook you up with local services as well. But if you're on the fence, just take the next step. And at any time during the process, my doctors and coordinators said, you can say no. Like even before they wheeled me out, they even asked me again.
They asked me too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they ask you the whole entire step of the way right before you go under anesthesia. And, you know, so at any point you're able to back out. But also, how many times in your life do you actually have the opportunity to save somebody or like prolong their life? So.
Yeah.
Don't put this in.
It's going
I'll
in.
say it now.
I'm going to put it in.
Not the extent of it.
Yeah.
And really kind of change someone else's family tree. Like that's a big deal. And I look forward to all that Patrick and his family Patrick and his wife and his family can do from here on out. Like, things they couldn't do this time last year. Like, what are they going to be able to do in the future? Like, I'm just so excited for him.
Well, thank you guys for joining us through this video and documenting what we're doing. So just want to encourage you, but I appreciate you guys watching, and keep praying for Lauren and Patrick and anybody else that's going through that, but also the volunteers, the doctors. It's you really see the good in people, and hopefully through this video, you do see that there's a lot more good people out in the world than maybe what the news and everybody else thinks. So we hope it gives you hope and inspiration and encouragement. And there you go. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next video. That's right. You tell them.